Well, so this is pretty funny, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. Chelsea have signed another winger. Yeah, Noni Madueke, English-Nigerian international playing for PSV. We've got the here we go, around €35 million, Euro package, about £30 million. That might include add-ons for the 20-year-old. Chelsea, wild. We're going to talk about this, talk about how he fits in, and what the ruddy heck Chelsea Football Club are doing. It's pretty funny, though. Welcome back. If you're feeling excited and compelled, please do drop a like on the video. It means a lot. It really does. You're welcome to subscribe as well. Let's just talk about this. So Fabrizio Romano with the dagger late on in the evening, or actually late in the afternoon, early evening. Noni Madueke to Chelsea. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with PSV on a permanent deal around €35 million package. Madueke will sign a long-term deal in a few days. He is strongly wanted by the Chelsea board. Contracts being prepared. Boarding completed to London, Turkish Airlines. Wow. Incredible. Another winger. We're thinking central midfielder. Just uploaded earlier today about central midfielder. A backup right back. We spoke about that as well. Screw it. Another winger. Ziyech must be sweating if he hasn't been already for the last 18 months or whatever. Look, man, we'll talk about Noni in a second, but the truth is, like, new ownership, new manager, new coaching staff, new technical and football directors, new recruitment staff, and a new squad. Apparently. A new squad. Like, who survives this? Like Ziyech has to go. Pulisic might go. Like, does Havertz go? Like, he can play centre forward. We'll talk about that in a moment. What the ruddy heck is happening? Also, I do urge you guys, I might have said this in the previous upload today, but I would urge any and all of you to go read Swiss Ramble's financial breakdown of Chelsea's spend, Chelsea's financial situation, and how Chelsea are not currently breaching financial fair play. There's a multitude of reasons. Chelsea are one of the highest clubs, if not the highest club in Europe, to make money through player sales. We've talked about that before. Morata, Costa, Hazard, the youngsters that a lot of us sold off, Tomori, Tammy, etc. We made a lot of money through player sales. We won the Champions League. We won the Europa League, which generates revenue. We've been in the Champions League, which generates revenue. It all is all good. Chelsea don't make anywhere near as much as they should do in terms of marketing. Or the stadium is in like match days. That what needs to be increased by the new ownership. But because of certain things and a relaxation of FFP during to the pandemic, Chelsea are in a position where they're just about okay. Now, just about okay. That was like maybe before Madueke. And I hope I'm saying that right. You must excuse me if I'm not. I think it's Madueke. Feel free to correct me phonetically in the comments if I'm saying it wrong, and I apologize if I am. They have to know what they're doing, the Chelsea ownership, surely, because Swiss Ramble was like, yeah, they're okay but they probably won't get in the Champions League, and that might cause problems. But we just keep signing players. We keep signing players. So Noni Madueke to Chelsea. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, a right winger. He is a left-footed right winger that likes to cut in onto his left boot. His preferred position is right winger, but his other position is centre forward, so he can play down the middle. So, what is happening? Do we have Madueke on the right, Mudryk on the left, and João Felix down the middle as a front three? I'm guessing so. That is wild. Incredible, really. We've just signed, and bearing in mind, Transfermarkt's putting him as, €15 million current market value, which will always be inflated, if not doubled, which seemingly it has in the January transfer market. And his highest recently was 18 million. So maybe we're paying like 25 plus add-ons or something. I don't know. We can speculate at this point. But make no bones about it. This is 35 million euros on a player playing first team football, I think it's going to be like a Benoit Badiashile vibe. I think he's coming into like play. Genuinely, I think he is. Yeah, I mean, he's played a couple of apps this season. I'm trying to look at his like statistics. Like, yeah, he's sort of broke through PSV. Like, how long has he been there? He's been there a few seasons. He's in the 2021 season, he got seven goals and 4 assists in just 7 starts, which is pretty darn good. He got last season, yeah, he got 3 goals, 3 assists in 800 minutes for a winger. That's pretty good. 6 goal contributions in 800 minutes. I mean, lots of people on social media are very, very excited about this. I'm not going to pretend I've watched this dude play. Because he plays in the Eredivisie, the Dutch league, he hasn't got a scouting report on FBref, so we can't closely look at what he's into. But his characteristics on Who Scored, good old-fashioned Who Scored, say he's very strong at dribbling. So he's a ball carrier, I guess, he'll dribble into the box. A proper conventional winger, a right winger. So not like a Ziyech winger, dribbling, getting into the dangerous areas between the lines. He's also very strong. Well, he's strong at passing. His weaknesses is crossing. But I guess if you play him at right wing, you have all your right flank crosses from the greatest right back in the world in Reece James, because his crosses are very strong. Noni Madueke's style of play is he likes to cut inside on that left foot, he likes to dribble, and he likes to play short passes. Makes sense. Interplay with João Felix, Mudryk. I guess João Felix could play that sort of false 9 dropping deep, and you got the runner on the left hand side in Mykhailo Mudryk, and then you've got the dribbler on the right hand side in Noni, and you've got just a really interesting and seemingly dangerous attack. Wild though, man, absolutely wild. He does look, exciting. He's only 20. Because he's English, he's homegrown as well, which does help Chelsea. And yeah, man, like, this is just absolutely wild. When's it going to end? Sure, I mean, I say surely, but let's talk about this. Surely it has to end eventually. the January transfers. I mean, we keep signing players that we didn't think we necessarily needed. We thought, João Felix because of injuries. And then Mykhailo Mudryk happened. We're like, oh, okay. And now Noni Madueke is happening. And we're like, oh, okay. But what about the midfield and the right back situation? What is happening? I don't know. So let's count them up. And viewer, if I've missed one, I apologize. We have signed in January David Datro Fofana, Andre Santos, João Felix, Mudryk, Benoit Badiashile. There is more. Noni Madueke, and I'm definitely missing someone. I'm absolutely missing someone that's going to drive me mad. I don't know. Point being, we've gone absolutely nuts. 6 or 7, and they might even do more. This is wild, man. I'll be very, very interesting to hear what people think about Noni Madueke. I mean, he could complete a very exciting attack. I mean, surely Graham Potter's signing off on this, going, yes, I'd fancy that. Yes, I like that. Like Fabrizio Romano says, they're really strongly wanted by the Chelsea board. Of course, he had been linked lightly, but I thought he might be put on the back burner for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, just for a little bit, because he's not a priority. Surely for him, obviously, is an exciting prospect as an English guy, 20-year-old, to come and play, for Chelsea in this exciting project with young players. Of course, I think because he's 20, he doesn't take a senior squad thing. He can be registered as under 21. I know Nizar Kinsella of the Evening Standard was saying Chelsea can't sign any more senior players as things stand without selling or taking people out of the squad, deregistering them from the squad, which, by the way, there's a few players that many of you might be like, yeah, you can unregister him. So because he's 20, I think he goes to the under 21s registration. And, I guess he's going to play. I mean, he's played loads of first team football, like a few years. I mean, or he's been in and around the first team. He was, under 17 at PSV. So he was Tottenham years and years ago. Tottenham sold him to PSV. He was at Crystal Palace before that as a youth player, it looks like. And then Tottenham, which is pretty funny. And then he went to PSV in 2019 and played in the youth ranks. And then he, just started playing in the first team, been rotated in. Of course, he's only 20 years old still. And he doesn't turn 21 until March. So a couple months yet, so they'll register him in time for that. Absolutely wild. His current contract expires in 2025 in the summer, so that's probably why, especially because of the January window thing, why it cost a little bit. Absolutely nuts. Detailed performance. I mean, I can look at all this later. I mean, we'll do more videos on this and react accordingly. But this is pretty wild, man. It's funny. Let me know what you think. I just wanted to react to this signing because I think it's huge. Comment, let me know. I'll be very interested in reading people's thoughts, because there'll be people who has obviously watched him play. I haven't. Maybe, I don't know, if they played in the Champions League and I've seen him. I don't know. Let me know. I'll be very keen to read the comments on this one. And Chelsea do it again. Lol. Love you lots. Peace.